Hi there, Adriaan Groenewald, Think Lead Ecosystem, your daily leadership fitness video. I want to say a few words or share a few words with you that I've just noted down here with regards to a challenge you may face if you are already successful as a leader in a fairly senior position or right at the top. Then this challenge may come your way. Okay, I think you may agree that one of the most difficult things to do in life is changing an important and not perceived as urgent behavior or habit. So you kind of know you need to change something. It's very important, but it's not perceived as urgent behavior or an urgent habit that needs to change. And even more difficult is changing a behavior you aren't aware of, because you have a title and people are not telling you. They see it, but they're just not telling you because you don't have an open enough environment. The barrier, your title barrier is preventing them from telling you and reporting back to you. Also, change is even more unlikely when you are already perceived, whether by yourself and or others, as successful, at the top, happy. So you have a good life. All the symbols that people look for in success are around you. You're surrounded by it. So why change? You know, that is the most important thing. And we should all change because we have never arrived. So just think about that. Where you are right now, you might be quite happy and you feel like you don't need to change much, or you think there are some habits and some elements around you that should change, but it's just not urgent enough. And here's the truth. Ultimately, you can't escape these short and much simplified steps to changing. Okay, just 3 simple steps that I'm going to share with you, and there are more. But the first one is, if you really want to change, you have to raise the urgency for change. So, I don't know, you might be treating an employee really horribly, or you might literally make no time for your partner or spouse or your child, your teenage child. If you suddenly found out that any of them have cancer and only have 3 months to live, that urgency level, and that's sad, I know, but that urgency level would just lift automatically to where you would act differently towards them, spend more time with them or whatever. So sometimes the way you treat your people, you're creating performance, but there's a fear mentality and environment and culture. And then maybe at some point, everyone stands up against you, or somehow the powers that be above you communicate clearly that if you don't change that, you're out of here. There are various examples one can come up with that raises your urgency levels to change. The true mature leader who's trying to become his or her best self will change on their own, raise their own urgency levels, raise those urgency levels by themselves, because they urgently want to be a better human being, a better husband, father, leader, member of society. So how do you raise that urgency level? So that's the first one, raise the urgency for change. Second, define who you want to be, what visible behaviors it entails. Who do I want to be? Visibly, what are the behaviors that illustrate that person? And then somehow set several reminders for at least 21 plus days to practice daily until you become the defined person, until you've implemented those habits. You're busy. You want to sometimes change, but it just doesn't become a habit. So you fall back to your old habits and your personality and who you are. So you can never escape the fact that somehow on your phone, and of course, this is the power of Think Lead Ecosystem. Just go to your personal leadership fitness plan and put some habits there that you want to change against the competencies that are set inside your leadership fitness plan, and put a daily reminder at a key moment when you will have your phone with you or something. And in time, it really will. Simple example, I recently stopped planking, stopped stretching, and I really want to become 90 one day and still be flexible. I'm not naturally flexible. And I went to my leadership fitness plan and I simply put there a daily reminder at about 6 at night, to just lie on the carpet where the family is also cooking and doing things, and just stretch one day and plank the next day. And it's now weeks later and I'm doing it again. I'm doing it regularly. So First, raise the urgency for change. Second, define who you want to be, what visible behaviors it entails, and then find practical ways like your leadership fitness plan, schedule reminders for a while until it's habit. That's how we change, folks. Sounds simple, but it's not. It is simple, but it's very difficult. But as an authentic leader, you have to always look at what can I do to become my best self. Thank you for listening. Adriaan Groenewald, Think Lead Ecosystem, your daily leadership fitness video. Cheers, bye.